Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me today for the webinar on CRCC Asia's International Internship Program in Shenzhen, China. My name is Jessica Rakowski, and I am a University Partnerships Manager for CRCC Asia. And I'm really excited to talk to you today a little bit about all the unique cultural and professional opportunities that the city of Shenzhen has to offer for you. So let's get started. I first want to talk to you a little bit about why you should intern abroad. You have many choices when it comes to an international experience, whether you choose to do a traditional semester abroad or a faculty-led trip, and they all have their own unique benefits and values. So these are a little bit of those values that you will receive from an international internship. First and foremost, it's an opportunity for you to gain a new perspective in your chosen career field and to see it from a completely different lens, because the way that Shenzhen conducts business or engineering or healthcare is completely different than what you are probably used to. So perhaps you've done an internship in your home country, or you've gone to networking events or have some sort of industry exposure. But this is an opportunity for you to kind of compare and contrast how it's done in your home country versus Shenzhen. And so for you to be able to get that perspective from the world. It's also an opportunity for you to develop your global network, which is really important in fostering your future career. So you'll be working directly with a supervisor at your host company, and you'll be working amongst coworkers, all of which can be used to build your global network. And additionally, you'll be living with all of CRCC Asia's interns from around the world. So you'll be able to build not just your professional network, but also your personal network as well, which is just as important. It's also a way for you to expand your resume and CV. So building on skills such as intercultural skills, independence, flexibility, and adaptability, as well as working on real project-based work in your internship. All of that you can add to your resume and talk about it in interviews for your future job. And lastly, it's a way for you to develop your personal growth and independence. Completing an international internship often requires you to step outside of your comfort zone. Everything from navigating the transit system to working in an office for the first time. It's all very challenging things, and it will force you to step out of your comfort zone and grow on a personal and professional level. So now let's get to the bulk of the webinar, the reasons why you should intern in Shenzhen, and really why this city is so unique and will be a great place for you to complete an international internship. At a glance, Shenzhen is a really innovative and modern metropolis linking Hong Kong to China's mainland. It's known as being a very technological and entrepreneurial hub, and is often called the Silicon Valley of China. It has a very youthful atmosphere and consists of a lot of young professionals. And it's strategically located near beaches, Hong Kong, and Southeast Asia. It offers diverse and robust placements in engineering, IT, green technology, business, finance, accounting, marketing, and PR. So it really has a robust list of placements that it offers. As you can see, it's located on the southeastern border of China, and it is right across the Shan River from Hong Kong. So it's just a quick ferry ride away from Hong Kong. And really, interning in Shenzhen is really a way to work in the center of innovation. In 2018, China's international patent applications totaled to a record of 1.4 million, which actually accounts for almost half of the world's total international patent applications. And Shenzhen ranks in the top 3 Chinese submitting international patent applications. So it's really a very tech-forward city. And interning in Shenzhen could also be an opportunity for you to work at a unicorn, which is a privately held startup company valued at over $1 billion. And it's a pretty rare, successful company, which is why it was coined a unicorn. And China is known for having many unicorns. It actually grew its unicorn count from 120 last year to today's 181, almost a 50% increase. And today, China's unicorns are worth an aggregated $700 billion. In Shenzhen specifically, 45% of unicorn companies are technology driven. And comparing Shenzhen's unicorn Tencent to Hangzhou's unicorn Alibaba, it backs actually 28 unicorns versus Alibaba's 11. Being in Shenzhen is also a way to see some big city competition. Shenzhen is located, as I said, right across the river from Hong Kong and very close to Guangzhou. And they're all kind of competing against each other to be the economic power in the region. But actually, in 2018, Shenzhen's nominal GDP of 2.42 trillion RMB just surpassed Hong Kong and Guangzhou's GDP, making the economic output of Shenzhen the third largest out of Chinese cities. You can also go to the beach while you're in Shenzhen. It's in a really great location on the southern border of China. So it's great for relaxation, exploring the forests, hanging out on the beach. But just remember to be always prepared for a rainy day because it does rain a lot in Shenzhen as well. You'll also be able to join in on a lot of local culture. As I said, it's a very youthful city, and there's over 170 different festivals and fairs that are held annually in Shenzhen, including the Shenzhen International Tourism Cultural Festival, the Beach Music Festival, and the Window of the World International Beer Festival. So there's a lot of events that you can partake in when you intern abroad. And as I've mentioned, you can explore Hong Kong because it's just a short ferry ride away. I do need to warn you though that because of visa entries, most students are only granted one entry into China. So it is very important that you explore Hong Kong either before your internship or right after it, because if you go in the middle of your internship, you will not be allowed back into China. So now here's a little bit about the internship program details, what it includes, and the top career fields that are offered in Shenzhen. So some prominent career fields, as I mentioned before, include business and entrepreneurism. So you can be working at a company supporting event coordination and promotion and planning for a business innovation lab, or what they call an incubator in Shenzhen. Engineering is also incredibly prominent in Shenzhen. So you could be supporting project estimations for an engineering program, implementing projects beginning in Shenzhen and ending in San Francisco. And lastly, computer science and IT. So you could be doing unit test codes for robustness, including edge cases, usability, and general reliability for an automated home lighting system company in Shenzhen. Just a few examples of what you could be doing for your internship. What does an internship program with CRCC Asia include? First and foremost, you're guaranteed internship in one of your top 3 career fields, visa processing fees and support, a fully furnished accommodation. As I said, it's a shared living space with other CRCC Asia interns. You'll have your own bedroom, but a shared kitchen and living space. We'll pick you up from the airport when you arrive in Shenzhen with a full cultural health and safety induction. We also host a lot of cultural events, business seminars, and community outreach events throughout your internship. And finally, we include the 24-hour support, health, and safety on the ground from our program teams that live in Shenzhen year-round. Some additional inclusions include a formal welcome and goodbye dinner, a welcome pack with a SIM card and travel card, networking opportunities, and access to our alumni network once you complete your internship program. Some of the events that we have done in the past in Shenzhen for all of our interns include a business seminar called Exploring the Greater Bay Area Startup Ecosystem, so looking at the startup culture in Shenzhen. A community outreach event, supporting children activities at a local children's shelter, and a cultural event could be celebrating Chinese New Year. And some weekend adventures that we suggest include exploring the Window of the World, which is a theme park located in Shenzhen, and it actually has over 130 reproductions of some of the most famous tourist attractions in the world, like the Eiffel Tower, the pyramids, and the Taj Mahal. You can hike Bluetongue Shan Mountain, which is the tallest mountain in Shenzhen at 943.7 meters. It offers trails for all experience levels, walking, biking, and it's a great way to get some exercise, take in some views, and on a clear day, you can see Hong Kong from the mountain. And you can also get creative and explore Oct Loft, which is a former industrial area that has been transformed into a base for creatives and artists. It's a great place for strolling or simply hanging out in Shenzhen. And there you can browse contemporary art spaces, cafes, design shops, music venues, bars, restaurants, and bookshops. So now if you have any questions, you can feel free to chat them on the chat box, or you can email us at internships@crccasia.com. Well, I want to thank you all for joining us today for the webinar. I hope you learned a little bit about Shenzhen and all the unique opportunities that it has to offer. Again, if you have any questions, please email us at internships@crccasia.com, and we will get back to you with an answer. Great, have a good night.